Alright, this is video 2 of an oxy-fuel cart build. That's why I have oxy-fuel cart 2 written up there. Where we're at with this thing is in the first video I built this bottom platform, okay? Then I built this part right here that has the visible lines. Basically the upright's going, then it goes across, then down again, and then this, and then the angle piece here. I built all that, I filmed all that, and I lost the film. I don't know if the SD card malfunctioned or if I switched SD cards. I have no idea where the footage is from that video. So where we're starting today is building the top handle here that I put the hidden line here. So that's the handle, putting the wheels on, and then putting some mechanism to hold the strapping system in. I apologize, I have no idea where that film went, but that's where we're at. So video 2 is going to be the handle, the wheels, and like I said, you'll see this part when I start the video out there. I'll just kind of show you that before we start, and then we'll get into this thing. So what we're going to do here is, in order to line up the pipe coming off the top or the tube, I'm going to grind the weld off that's at right there where the angle comes and meets the upright. I'm going to grind that off so I can basically clamp a pipe on it to keep the pipe going on the top, and it'll all make sense in a minute, I promise. So for right now, we're going to grind that off. So we just got done grinding this smooth so that we can basically clamp a tube to this, have it run up like this, and extend the handle to the top. So what I'm going to do now is cut the handles. So this is the handle for the top of the cart, and I was going to build it all on the cart, and then I got to thinking I should just prefab this on this nice big steel table so it'll be perfectly flat. So clamp that together, left a nice little gap so the weld gets down into it, and then once I get these two, or the first one welded, I'll put that one right on top of the one we already welded so it's exactly the same, and then we'll cut the middle piece where that Sharpie is, and then we'll prefab that. So we're going to weld it, and eventually it'll go up there on the top. So we're going to weld it, grind, weld it, grind, weld it, grind, and then we'll go to attach it on the cart. So we built the bottom one here, ground it, and now we put the next one on the top of that. We're going to build it right on top so it's exactly the same to the welding.
Perfect.
We just got done welding this and grinding it. So now we're gonna cut out the piece that goes right here on the top, and we'll weld that baby in. Alright, here we are. We got this done. It was a real pain. So we just got to attach this to the top. I'm going to fixture it up, weld it up, and then we'll be done with the handle part. It was a lot harder and longer than I thought it was going to be, but we got it done. Alright, we just got done with the top handle part, and it is looking pretty good. So next, we gotta get some wheels on this baby. So we can wheel her around. So we're gonna get out of here. So here we are, we got the wheels out. I'm gonna put brackets on the back side, right on that tube, and then I'm going to run a stainless steel solid round through the brackets, through the wheels, and you can see there's two sets of bearings. I think the solid round that I have is 5/8. I was making hitch pins with it, so we'll put the right bearings in if the right ones aren't in. Right now we're going to get the brackets going, cut the stainless, and then we'll weld the brackets on. So this is where we're at right now. I got the axle through, and the punched out parts that we did were really tight, which I wanted, so it didn't spin on them. So I had to kind of press fit it in there. So if you notice on the left wheel, there's a big extension hanging out, and that's because I cut it long on purpose, because I'm going to cut it with an actual grinder. So I'm just going to take that off, cut it with a cutoff disc. So we're going to cut that off with the cutoff disc. Then I got to drill 2 holes in each end so I can put pins in there. I'm just going to use stainless TIG wire so the wheels don't fall off. And then I'm going to put a spacer in between the wheel and the bracket holding it on. So I'll punch those, and then we should be in good shape to mount this baby up. So I'm going to cut the axle, punch it, and then drill it, and then we'll remount it, I guess. Sounds good. Alright, so we drilled the holes in the end of the axle, and you can see I just threw a piece of TIG wire in there for now to keep it on there. And I was going to make spacers so that the wheels didn't rub right here, but what I'm going to do instead is take our bracket, see it right there? It's about half on the tube and half out of the tube. I just moved it out, and I'll put a fillet weld on the other side. It'll make a nice little joint. And we'll do the same thing over here. So we're gonna tack brackets on, pull everything apart, and then we'll hard weld it, and then we'll make the permanent pins for out here on the actual axle, which will be easy to do. And our wheels are installed. Now those are wheels. Alright, the brackets are welded. We put the pins in. I forgot to film it again. That's pretty simple of what I did, right? So they're pinned. I did get I got into some oil, probably from drilling into that bottom one. That's why it looks like it's black. So I probably should have cleaned it, I guess, but there we go. Done for the day. We're probably gonna break this up into another video to do the final part of this, which is just doing the accessories. The main frame is done. I think I might have to take this for a little spin.